everything is going well. It is 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hope everybody's having a good morning. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Say happy birthday to my nephew Trey. Trey, it's your birthday. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully you took the day off today. But I think you said you're going to enjoy your time. You went on some trips, so before y'all went on a couple. So I think you're working out. Enjoy your birthday. Happy Earth Day, Trey. So just discuss a few things this morning. What you guys getting into today? Are you working? On your way to school, eating breakfast? What's going on in your world? Spiritual recharging, recharging your spirit, which I'm fasting this week, trying to do like 5 days fast. It's going pretty good. This is day 3. I made it through the first 2 days. Trying not to eat really nothing, but drink water, predominantly water, maybe some tea. Now I ate tea, so water and tea. Diet green tea, honestly. But recharging your spirit. Often this begins with the need to disconnect from the world, which is why I'm doing it. Because I'm around certain people, and it's like, I don't say weird, but it's like people say certain stuff, and you're like, okay, what are you talking about? And I'm not the type to correct folks and be like, okay, you need to stop talking like that, or I don't want to hear it, and I'll probably start doing like, okay, I don't want to hear all that. That's too much information. I think I'll just start um disconnect staying away from certain folks, but it's hard to when they in your area. Recharging spiritually. Often this begins with a need to disconnect from the world, whether that's listening to secular music, being off around the wrong type of people with toxic energy, people with negative energy, people that don't have good morals, don't have good values in your life. Good morning, everybody. Don't get hit thumbs up button if you're new to my channel. Please subscribe. This is like I'm on here at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Also at 6 p.m. for the mental health check-in, and at 9 p.m. to 5, no, not 5, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. for the silent lines at night, and that's Monday through Friday. And this is Waking Up with Tasha. I just decided to call it that. The last couple, this week, Waking Up with Tasha. Then on Saturdays, I have the Saturday mornings, I have the Laundromat Chronicles, where I go to the laundromat, basically washing my clothes, and I get on live and just like chit chat and talk about stuff, what's going on, what you guys are doing the weekend, what am I doing, which is pretty much nothing because I don't do too much of anything. Honestly, there's really not much around here to do. You got to go out of town to get in this, to if you want to try to like enjoy yourself, find something to do like a jazz club or something like that. Or, have a little like jazz hour. But Mark 6:30 through 32, the apostles gathered around Jesus and reported to him all they had done and taught. Then, because so many people were coming and going that they did not even have a chance to eat, he said to them, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and in a boat to a solitary place." So going out, being I was telling my sister about silence. I've had this like old car, which currently, tore up before when the transmission went out on it, probably like 15 months ago, and it actually tore up again like last Friday. So it's like done. It's can't be fixed. Can't and the radio didn't work in it. So now I'm temporarily driving my sister's car. She's driving around on them. And I was telling her that I'm used to driving around in silence. I don't even like listening to music anymore because I'm so used to having like peace and then like just hearing like the noise around me, like in nature or whatever's like outside of the car. I'm so used to like not having a radio or anything like in silence. I'm like really used to like having silence and like peace of mind, honestly, and like being solitary. That's why I don't really like being around too many people. I like pretty much being myself. I don't mind certain people as long as they have like good energy, positive energy. But I'm a solitary person. I pretty much be by myself, just me, myself, and I besides my son and my mom. If she's around and I have to go do stuff for her. But other than that, I like being solitary and being like alone pretty much. But getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God. Getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God. So, like I said, being away from others, being like solo, having like that time to yourself, meditation, doing some meditation, just doing some deep breathing and communing with God, praying, going in your little prayer closet, praying, going in your bedroom, having prayer time and communing with God, talking with God. In Luke 5:16, but often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. It's Luke 5:16, but often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Even Jesus needed to get away. Even Jesus needed to get away. Mark 1:35, very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Again, even Jesus needed to get away. Mark 1:35, very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. And once again, if you're new coming in, we're talking about spiritual recharging. And often this begins with a need to disconnect from the world, and getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God. Again, that's often spiritual recharging begins with a need to disconnect from the world. Getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God, and even Jesus needed to get away. I just read Mark 135. You guys can go back and listen to that if you missed it. We need to seek true rest. We need to seek true rest. This rest helps us regain our perspective and priorities. We need to seek true rest. This rest helps us regain our perspective and priorities. In Deuteronomy 5:12 through 15, observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy, as the Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor male or female servant, nor your ox. Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy, as the Lord your God has commanded you. Deuteronomy 5:12-15. Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy as the Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath day, the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your ox. Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy as the Lord your God has commanded. So you work 6 days a week, be off the seventh day. That's why Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. And I honestly really think everything should be closed on Sundays. But that ain't gonna happen. But seek we need to seek true rest, and this rest helps us regain our perspective and priority. Even Jesus needed to get away, so we need to get away sometimes. Seek peace, seek to like go to solitary places, whether it's somewhere alone, go to the park for a walk, have that one-on-one time with God, have that one-on-one time with Jesus. Getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God. This is about spiritual recharging. Often, this begins with the need to disconnect from the world. We have to disconnect from the world sometimes, preferably daily. Get away from worldly things. Getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God. Even Jesus needed to get away, and we need to seek true rest. This rest helps us regain our perspective and priorities. And some scriptures you can read: Mark 6:30-32, Luke 5:16, Mark 1:35, and Deuteronomy 5:12-15. I read those. Y'all can go back and listen to it, or you can go get your Bible and read them yourselves. Jesus desires to give rest to those who are weary and are burdened. Jesus desires to give rest to those who are weary and are burdened. Matthew 11:28-30. Hope I wrote this correctly. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. That's Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And it's Jesus desires to give us rest, to give rest to those who are weary and burdened. Matthew 11:16-19. To what can I compare this generation? They are like children sitting in the marketplaces and calling out to others. We played the pipe for you, and you did not dance. We sang, and you did not mourn. We need to plug into the right source of power. We need to plug into the right source of power, and that's God. But in Psalms 63, 1 through 8, this is just part of it because I write all of it. You, God, are my God. Earnestly, I seek you, I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you in a dry and parched land where there is no water. I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory. Because your love is better than life, your lips will glorify you. Because you are my help, I sing in the shadow of your wings. I cling to you. Your right hand upholds me. And that's part of Psalm 63, 1 through 8. And it says, you God, are my God. Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you in a dry and parched land where there is no water. I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory. Because your love is better than life, your lips will glorify you. Because you are my help, I sing in the shadow of your wings. I cling to you, your right hand upholds me. Concluding thoughts. Once recharged, we need to make the most of our opportunities. Once recharged, we need to make the most of our opportunities. And in Ephesians 5, 15 to 16, be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because days are evil. Be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because days are evil. So it's evil. In other words, it's evil out there. Be aware of that and take note of that, and be careful about how you live and who you're around. Be be wise and not unwise, making the most of every opportunity in your life. So how you guys doing today? And once again, we're talking about recharging your spirit. Often this begins with the need to disconnect from the world. Getting away can provide the best environment to commune with God. Even Jesus needed to get away. We need to seek the true seek true rest. We need to seek true rest. Jesus desires to give rest to those who are weary and burdened, and we need to plug into the right source of power. So that's recharging your spirit. How's everybody doing this morning? This is waking up with Tasha. Waking up with Tasha. We're coming back. Check in at 6 p.m. That's where I basically that's in my live. The ones that have subscribed to my channel, the ones that support me and that come on here. Thank you for coming on here or waking up with Tasha this morning. I come on here at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays for the Laundromat Chronicles when I'm at the laundromat, just hanging out, washing clothes and drying clothes. I come on here and just chit chat with you guys who's ever on the live and just talk about what's happening in my life, talk about what's happening with you guys, and what's going on in your world, what's the journey like on this earth for you guys. So gonna wrap this up in a minute to see if anybody comes on here. See if I can find longer than a minute and 50 seconds. Trying to keep people's attention for 14 minutes or longer. That's what I like feedback on what kind of content you guys are watching, what keeps your attention, what holds your attention, and my basically my goal on here. I gotta start back doing my poetry stuff. I think I'm gonna just start back doing the poetry clip, like the little shorts with my poems, because I don't really have doing these lives 3 times a week, three times a day, 5 days a week. I really don't. It was an intent to do like a little poetry moment on these, but I stopped doing. I think I was just start doing like the poetry short again on my poems that I try to attempt to sell. I do spiritual poems. I do I can personalize them for you guys. If you guys contact me, you can go back and watch my shorts. The poems that I write is little snippets. Good morning, Marina. How things going? You see, I finally came up with I was trying to figure out what to call this in the morning when I come on here at 6 o'clock, and I decided to call it "Waking Up with Tasha." It was either gonna be "Waking Up with Tasha" or "Waking Up with T." I don't know which one sounded better. I, I think "Waking Up with T" has a better ring to it. But then I waking up with Tasha, so people didn't know my name. But yeah, I decided to call it waking up with Tasha. Then I got the mental health check-in at 6 p.m. and the silent lives at 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Fridays. And the laundromat chronicles at on Saturdays when I'm washing clothes. I can come on here while I'm washing clothes and see what's going on with people that's in the live. So yeah, yeah. Probably gonna be on here probably about 8 more minutes. Try to be on here like 30 minutes. Yeah, yeah. I try to think of something like with a ring to it and it has a little pizzazz. So waking up with Tasha was the ring was what I came up with. In the laundromat chronicles, since I'm at the laundromat, I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta have a schedule. Anything I do, I'm pretty much set to that, and that every day. I'm like, when I was working in Atlanta, and when I was working in Atlanta, this guy that I worked with said he could set somebody he could set his clock by me or something because I'm so by the book basically. My schedule is set and I just go by it. Because if I don't, I won't do it. Now I got to the point where sometimes I'll be running a little late. I don't know this past week I've been stuff done happened, so I get on here sometimes be like 10 minutes, 11 minutes late these past few days, but stuff be happening. Sometimes I want on here. I ain't get on here like a couple times this week because stuff came up, but I'm on here now, so I try to. And most of this stuff in the morning, what I do in the morning, is biblical stuff. I was talking about recharging your spirit. So that's what I was talking about earlier on here. I was talking about recharging your spirit. You can go back and no, my that look, the 2006 Ford Focus. I don't know if you heard earlier because I talked about it earlier on one of these lives. That the trans 15 probably like 15 months ago, the transmission went out on it. My sister got that fixed, and I was having like issues with it probably like a month after I got it back. The thing it was cut off by itself like randomly. I didn't know I was would be driving it and the thing was just like cut off all of a sudden by itself. I didn't know when it was gonna do it, but I knew it was about to tap again. But Friday, last Friday, it took. It's no help for it because it's an old car. The car's like 20 years old, so it's no help for it. It can't be fixed. And the guy was telling her, if anything could be done to it, he would have to like take the whole car apart and put it back together. And she was like, nah. So I'm probably about to end up selling it for like junk, so somebody can like use it for parts because there's no help for it. And at this point, I don't even know what I'm gonna do about the car because um, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't afford to buy one. I can't afford to get. I can't afford to buy a new one. I can't afford to buy a used one. I make $11 an hour. I'm a single mother. I work part time hours, $11 an hour. So I can't afford to get a new car. Can't afford to get a used car. So it's I don't know. At this point, I just pray about it. I pray. Cause it seems like every time I get to a certain point like this, which it happens, I don't know what it is, but when I get stuff like this happens to me, it always seems to work out. So we'll see what happens. I stay prayed up. We'll see what happens. My brother says something about he was looking for a car. For me, he know a guy in Mississippi that gets cars and he fixes them. So we'll see how it work out. And currently, my sister, I'm driving around. My sister lives in somewhere else, but currently I'm driving around on my sister's car. She's driving a rental, and and I'm driving around on my sister's car temporarily. But she haven't even said how she hadn't even said how long that's gonna be. Now that and another part of that story, I'll do another part. She had a Kia that needed had been sitting in my mom's driveway for a minute and needed a catalytic converter. It's 2016. The car looks good inside, outside. The car looks good. You can tell it looked like nothing was wrong with it, but it needed like a catalytic converter, which was $1,500. So she was like, she's not gonna do that. But my brother came down at one point thinking he probably, because he's a diesel mechanic, thinking he probably do something to it, right? But he was like, no. He was like, she let it go so long that the second cylinder, she was driving the car around, kept putting oil in it. It wouldn't keep whole oil, so she had to keep putting oil in it. And my brother was saying that the second cylinder on the engine was completely gone out. So instead of being a four-cylinder engine, now went to a three. And that second cylinder, since that second cylinder on the engine was completely gone, it was shooting oil into the catalytic converter, meaning that the catalytic converter wasn't performing to efficiency. So the car needs an engine. So she was gonna try to do that. The guy she used for a mechanic, he came and got the car not too long ago, probably like last week or the week before last, and he got the car, and now he's like, which my brother was looking for an engine. My brother's in Georgia, so he's like, he couldn't find the engine cost. It costs a lot of money, and he wasn't gonna spend that type of money for like an engine for that car. So the mechanic got it now, and he's like, okay, same thing with him. He can't find the engine. So she's like, she don't know when that car gonna get fixed. So now I'm at a point to where I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So that's my life right about now. And I'm fasting. Nothing I'm doing, I'm fasting. Because I'm like, ooh, Lord. I was like, I read my Bible, I pray, I go to church. Not all the time, but I go pretty much. I go like I haven't been like the past couple weeks. I think one week we had a party for my mom. That's why I ain't go. Um, last the Sunday before last, and then this Sunday I ain't have a car, so that's why I ain't go. But hopefully I'll go this Sunday since I got my sister's car. She'll come back and get it because I don't know when she got to turn that rental car in. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm fasting. I'm on a 5 day water fast, and this is like day three. So trying to get my um body get all the toxins and stuff out of my body because I noticed that I haven't been able. I don't know when I'm stressed out and going through a lot. I and like dealing with a lot of my life. I can't write. Been creative. I'm a creative person, and like I write poetry. I can't write. I'm like I can't think. I can't think straight, and I gotta have like peace. I gotta have like a peaceful like mindset. And when I'm going through a lot, I can't sit down and write because I can't think of nothing. So it's just like pretty much goes out the window. That's another reason why I'm fasting because I can't even think straight because I'm going through a lot. But it'll get better. It always do, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm about to wrap this up. This is my 30 minutes. If y'all want to have something to say, what are y'all getting into this week? I know it's Wednesday. Are you working today? You want to post some? I know Marine, you've been posting. I've been seeing your stuff. I know you've been posting junky videos. I've been seeing them pop up. The notifications pop up on your lives that you've been doing. So you keep that up, keep that up. I've been noticing people been subscribing and unsubscribing over here. It's hard to oh, okay, you ain't got nothing planned. Have a self care day. That's something I talk about. Have a little self care day. Go to the spa. Go get a massage or something. Take yourself out. Go out to dinner. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go do something for yourself. I need to at one point. I don't do nothing. I'm a giver. I be I take care of other folks in any way possible. Oh yeah, yeah they will. They will. Yeah, they will. I like the majority of the ones that have subscribed. They stayed. They stayed. But I was like, you would think if they let's see, you would think if um if they subscribe, they would just like leave it. It's like you really don't have to watch. If you subscribe, I don't know. Sometimes I subscribe to people, but I'm not gonna unsubscribe if I unsubscribe to your channel. It's like you just subscribe. That don't mean you have to come back and watch the content. If you really being honest, you really don't have to come back and watch anything. You just subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. But I'm about to get off. Y'all have a blessed day because it's almost time to take my child to school. So I gotta get off. Some shoes on and get ready to take them to school. So y'all be good. I'll be back on here at 6 p.m. for the chicken. Y'all can come back for that. And for the solid live at 9 p.m. And y'all, you have a great day too, Marina. And everybody else that's on here. Y'all have a great day and be blessed.